I've pinned my bases. For my base, I'm only going to stitch the left. Do not stitch the corner. I'm going to stitch the bottom and the right. Left, bottom, right. I'm going to leave my corners free, open, and the top open. Going to do the same for my colored base. I've pinned the left, the bottom, and the right side. The difference with my colored base is that I've put 2 pins about 4 finger space apart. When I stitch, I'm going to stitch the left, leave this corner open. I'm going to stitch up to my double pin. Once I've got to my double pin, I'm going to lift my needle and I'm going to drop it there. So I'm going to leave this gap open. I'm going to stitch to this corner. I'm going to leave this corner open and I'm going to stitch all the way to the top. Okay, black base. I've lined it onto the second line of the press plate for a 1.5 centimeter seam allowance. I'm holding my thread and I'm stitching the right side, the bottom, and the left side, and I'm not stitching the corners and the top. Here we go. Don't forget to reverse stitch when you get to the end by the corner. Okay, I'm leaving the corner free. I'm not stitching it closed. Again, along the second line of the press plate. If you have a look at the base, you can see left side, I've left this open, bottom, left that corner open, and right side. Make sure you cut off any loose bits of thread hanging around. Okay, exactly the same for your colored base. Going to get it onto the second line of the press plate. Holding my thread, drop my needle, 3 stitches forward, reverse, back stitch, I've got to my double pins, back stitch, lift my foot and my needle, jump over my double pins to my next double pin, line it up on the second line of the press plate, and off you go. Don't forget to back stitch. Where I've left my 2 pins, I'm just going to snip that piece of loose thread on the other side. And what I should be left with is a gap in the middle. Okay, so just like my black base, I've done the left, I've left the corner, I've done a little bit of the bottom, I've left a 4 finger space, I've done the remainder of the bottom, I've left the corner open, and I've done the right, leaving the top open.